Hey, what's up? It's always me, Johnny, and welcome to my new video. Today, we are gonna talk about the next phones that will be out in this 2023, because we are still at the beginning of this year, and so there are a lot of phones that will come out. I will show you a list made by me, and there are like 9 smartphones that are very interesting that will come out, of course, in this 2023. So let's start to say that this year, the smartphone market, it is a little bit boring, in my opinion. There aren't really any interesting smartphones. And in fact, seems like the companies are going all in on the foldables. And in fact, on this list, I have a lot of foldable phones that will come out in this year. So I still believe that foldable phones are not the future devices, but in my opinion, we are still going to use normal phone, so standard phone, for pretty much any task, and especially as a personal device. But who knows, in the future somebody can come out with some very crazy ideas on foldables, and then I will change my mind, but till then, this is my opinion. Anyway, let's start with the first smartphone on the list. It is the newest Motorola Razr flip phone. It should be called the Razr Phone 40 and 40 Ultra, because apparently we should have 2 new models for this phone, and one will be the standard one and the other one, it should be the Ultra version. But we don't know pretty much anything about this phone. The only 2 things that we know are just some few images and some few specs. So it should have the Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1, so an older chipset by Snapdragon, an high refresh rate screen, and of course it should be equipped with some very particular features in the front screen, but we don't know anything about them yet. Second one on the list, second ones on the list, because in August, of course, Samsung is gonna present the new foldable family. Of course, it's gonna present the new Z Flip and the Z Fold, so respectively the Z Flip 5 and the Z Fold 5. Here too, we have some very few information, but we know that they should pack the newest Snapdragon chipset, like the newest S23 family. We should have improved cameras for both the devices, and also we should have improved battery. That probably is gonna affect more on the Z Flip 5. And that's basically it. Last foldable that I will include on my list right here is the OnePlus foldable phone, and we don't know pretty much anything about this phone. In fact, we don't know still the official name of this phone, and if it will comes out. But rumors says that it can come out in August too, like the Samsung ones. It will be probably based on the Oppo foldables, so the N2 and the N2 Flip, because we don't know yet if it will be a foldable phone or maybe a flip phone, or why not both. We know, of course, that it should have a small form factor like the Oppo ones. We should get the newest Snapdragon chipset, and of course, we should have a triple setup camera in the back like the Oppo version. Done with the foldables, let's start with some normal phones. And the first one on my list is the Sony Xperia 1 5. It's a little bit confusing with the names, but this is the most expensive phone from Sony, and I think the only one that they make. And in fact, this will have the newest Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 and a new custom sensor for the main cameras, where we don't know the specs yet. And as usual, it will be a very expensive phone. So let's see if this year Sony will convince someone to buy their phone. That's a joke, but in reality, why you should buy a Sony smartphone? If there are any real reason, just type it down below in the comments. Then a mid-range, always from OnePlus, and it's the Nord 3. This will come out in probably a few weeks from now, and it should pack a very fast charging. It should have a 150 watt charging power. That is a lot for a smartphone, but anyway, this is the specs that we have for now. 120 Hz screen refresh rate, Dimensity chip, so not the top of the top, but of course it is a mid-range. Triple camera setup in the back, but unfortunately the rumors says that it should have the same camera setup of the OnePlus Nord 2, a bit of an old generation cameras, but anyway, for a mid-range, they should do the job. Another interesting phone, it should be the Asus Zenfone 10. The last year Zenfone 9, I've heard a lot of good reviews, especially for the form factor, but this time somebody says that Asus just decided to get rid of the small form factor. Instead of that, we should have bigger battery and upgraded cameras, and also it should come sometime in the Q3 of this year. We don't have any date yet, but I think it's close. Another phone expected in Q3 2023, it is the Nothing Phone 2. The last year, Nothing Phone 1 had a very good start, so in my opinion it was a very good mid-range to iPhone, in my opinion, especially for the price. It was a very wise choice to make a phone like that, and of course the design was very particular. If this Nothing Phone 2 will come out at a very good price, at a competitive price, it should be one of the best buy of 2023, but they said that they want to be more premium. I doubt that it will have the same price as the last year model, but of course I hope for the best, and year 2 we should have the latest chipset from Snapdragon, and that's anything that we know about this newest Nothing Phone 2. Also because they are a very small company, we can say, based on a lot on the hype for the product, so they will not release many information about this newest phone. Anyway, we have 2 more phones remaining in the list, and of course they are the bigger company. But before that, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. It will help very much this channel, and so I will know also if you like this kind of video. 2 last phones, and let's go straight forward to September. And you know that September, it is the release date of the newest iPhone. So the iPhone 15 family will be released in September 2023, of course. And we have pretty much no rumor, but we have few certain things that the newest iPhone will have. And one of them, it is the USB-C connector, because finally we have the USB-C connector onto the newest iPhone, and that will be a very convenient thing. And the other info that we have, it is a rumor, but pretty much I think it's confirmed in a way. And the dynamic island that we have on this iPhone right here, so this is the Pro Max, of course, that you already know, should be extended also to the regular models. And these are only the 2 things that we know about the iPhone. There is another video on my channel where we analyze some other rumors about the iPhone 15. So if you want to check them out, just click it there. But anyway, it is still too early to talk about the iPhone 15. The last phone that we have on the list, it is of course the other big company, so the competitor in a way, we can say. In October, Google will announce the newest Pixel 8 and Pixel 8 Pro. A few rumors here too. These 2 new phones from Google should have the new Tensor chip, and I hope for these models that this chip will be very optimized for the newest Android, because the Tensor 1 and the Tensor 2 are not the best performance chip in the phone market. So I expect that with the 3rd version, maybe they will go a little bit further. Also, someone is talking about a redesign of these 2 phones, but I think that Pixel phones are just very good designed. They have their aesthetics, so I don't think they will change a lot on the newest Pixel phone. That's all we know, so we have to wait and see how they will be. Anyway, that was pretty much it. This is my list. If you have some other interesting phone that will be out in this 2023, just type it down below in the comments. And also, what is your favorite phone in this list that I've mentioned right here? What about foldables? Are you into foldables? Type it down below in the comments. Let me know if you like the foldable form factor, or maybe you prefer the standard smartphones. Anyway, leave a like down below if you did like this video, and also subscribe if you haven't already. As always, thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye for now.